A Father of Woman by Meynell. Our fathers workened us, the daughters of his manhood. Not undone is he, not wasted, though transmuted of us, and though he left no son. Wherefore on him I cry, to arm me, for my delicate mind a casque, a breastplate for my heart, courage to die of thee, captain, I ask. Nor strengthen only, press a finger on this violent blood and pale, over this rash will let thy tenderness a while pause and prevail. And shepherd father, thou hast folded my thoughts before my birth, controller know I am of earth, and know thou art no more of earth. O liberal constant dear, crush in my nature the ungenerous art of the inferior, set me high and here garner up thy heart. Like to him know away, the million living fathers of a war mourning the crippled world, the bitter day whose striplings are no more. The crippled world, come when fathers of woman with your honor and trust, approve, accept, know them daughters of men, know that your sons are dust. A letter from a girl to her own old age by Meynell. Listen, and when thy hand this paper presses, O time-worn woman, think of her who blesses what thy thin fingers touch with her caresses. O mother, for weight of years that break we, O daughter, for slow time must yet awake we, and for the changes of my heart must make we. O fainting traveller, mourners grey in heaven, dost thou remember how the clouds were driven, and are thy calm about the fawn of even? Pause near the ending of a long migration, for this one sudden hour of desolation appeals to an hour of thy meditation. Suffer, O silent one, but I remind thee of the great hills that storm the sky behind thee, of the wild winds of power that have resigned thee. Now that the mournful plain where thou must wander is but a grey and silent world, but ponder the misty mountains of the morning yonder. Listen, the mountain winds with rain were fretting, and sudden gleams the mountain tops besetting. I cannot let thee fade to death forgetting. What part of this wild heart of mine I know not, will follow with thee where the great winds blow not, and where the young flowers of a mountain grow not. Yet let my letter with thy lost thoughts in it tell what the way was when thou didst begin it, and win with thee the goal when thou shalt win it. Oh, in some hour of thine my thought shall guide thee. Suddenly through time, darkness, silence hide thee, with wind from thy lost country fills beside thee. Telling thee all thy memories move the maiden, with thy regrets was mourning overshaden, with sorrow thou hast left her life was laden. What river shall my thoughts turn to pursue thee? Life changes, and the years and days renew thee. Or nature brings my straying heart unto thee. The winds will join us with their constant kisses upon the evening as the morning tresses, as summer breathe the same unchanging blisses. And we so altered in our shifting phases, trick one another mid the many mazes, by the eternal child breath of the daisies. I have not writ this letter of thee whining, to make glory of thy silent pining, a triumph of thy mute and strange declining. Only one youth and the bright life was shrouded, only one morning and the day was clouded, and one old age with all regrets is crowded. Oh hush, thy tears my words are stepping. Oh hush, 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 so full the fount of weeping. Poor eyes so quickly moved, so near to sleeping. Pardon the girl, such strange desires beset her. Poor woman, lay aside the mournful letter that breaks thy heart. The one who wrote, forget her. The one who know the faded features guesses, the filial fingers thy grey hair caresses, with morning tears thy mournful twilight blesses. A Poet's Sonnet by Meynell. If I should quit thee, sacrifice, forswear, to what my art shall I give thee in keeping? To the long winds of heaven, shall these come sweeping my songs forgone against my face and hair? Or shall the mountain streams my lost joys bear, my past poetic pain in the rain be weeping? And I shall live a poet waking, sleeping, and I shall die a poet unaware. For me, my art, thou canst not pass away, and I a singer, though I cease to sing, shall own thee without joy in thee or woe. Through my indifferent words of every day, scattered and all unlinked, thy rhyme shall ring, and make my poem, and I shall not know. A Poet's Wife by Meynell. I saw a tract of ocean locked inland within a field's embrace, the very sea. Afar it fled the strand and gave the seasons chase, and met the night alone, the tempest spent, saw sunrise face to face. O poet, more than ocean lonelier, in inaccessible rest and storm remote, thou sea of thoughts, thou stir, scattered through east to west, no while thou closest with a kiss of her who locks thee to her breast. A wind of clear weather in England by Meynell. Oh, what a miracle wind this is, has crossed through English land today, with an unprecedented kiss and wonderfully found a way. Unsmirched, incredible and clean, between the towns and factories, avoiding has his long flight been, bringing a sky like Sicily's. Oh, fine escape, horizon pure as a rose, black chimneys left and right, but not for him, the straight, the sure, his luminous day, his spacious night. How keen his voice, how swift his feet, a narrow ray and hard to find. His delicate stepper and discreet walked not like any worldly wind. Most like a man in man's own day, one of a few, a perfect one. His open earth we single way, his narrow road we open sun. After a Parting by Alice Meynell. Farewell has long been said, I have forgone thee, and never name thee even. But how shall I learn virtues and yet shun thee? For thou art so near heaven, but heavenward meditations pause upon thee. Thou dost beset the path to every shrine. My trembling thoughts discern thy goodness and the good for which I pine. And if I turn from but one sin, I turn unto a smile of wine. How shall I thrust thee apart, since all my growth tends to be night and day, to be fate, hope, and art? Swift our currents setting all one way, they draw my life out of my heart. An Unmarked Festival by Alice Meynell. There's a feast undated yet, both our true lives held it fast, first day we ever met. What a great day came and passed, unknown when, but known at last. And we met, you knew not me, mistress of your joys and fears, held my hands that held the key of a treasure of your years, of a fountain of your tears. For you knew not it was I, and I knew not it was you. We have learned as days went by, but a flower struck root and grew underground, and no one knew. Days of days, unmarked it rose, in whose hours we were to meet, and forgotten past. Who knows, was earth cold or sunny, sweet, at the coming of your feet? One more day we thought, the measure of such days the year fulfills. Now how dearly would we treasure something from its fields, its rills, and its memorable hills. But one leaf of oak or lime, or one blossom from its bowers, no one gathered at the time, or to keep the day of ours by one relic of its flowers. At Night by Alice Meynell. Home, home from the horizon far and clear, high where the soft wings sweep, flocks of the memories of a day draw near the delicate doors of sleep. O which awake that come through sweetest light of all these homing birds, with which the straightest and the swiftest flight? Your words to me, your words. Free Will by Alice Meynell. Dear are some hidden things, my soul is sealed in silence, past delights, hope unconfessed, desires with vampire wings remembered in the nights. But my best treasures are ignoble, undelightful, abject, cold, yet oh, profounder horrors, oracular, no reliquaries hold. Where lie my trespasses, abjured but not disowned. I'll not accuse determinism, nor as the master says, charge even the poor dues. Under my hand they lie, my very own, my proved iniquities, and for the glory of my life go by a hold and garner these. How else, how otherwhere, how otherwise shall I discern and grow for lowliness? How hate, how love, how dare, how weep, how hope. Future Poetry by Alice Meynell. No new delights to our desire the singers of the past can yield. I lift my eyes to hill and field, and see in them your yet dumb lyre, poets unborn and unrevealed. Singers to come, what thoughts will start to song, what words of yours be sent from man's soul, and with earth be blent. These worlds of nature and the heart await you like an instrument. Who knows what musical flocks of words upon these pine tree tops will light, and cross these towers in circling flight, and cross these seas like summer birds, and give a voice to the day and night. Something of you already is ours, some music part of you belongs to us, whose dreams your future throngs, who look on hills and trees and flowers, which will mean so much in your songs. I wonder like the maid who found a nail to lift the lyre supreme of Orpheus from the Trajan stream. She dreams on its sealed past profound, on a deep future sealed I dream. She bears it in her wanderings within her arms, and has not pressed her unsilked fingers, but her breast upon those silent sacred strings. I too clasp music strings at rest. For I the world of lands and seas, the sky of wind and rain and fire, and in man's world of long desire, and all that is yet dumb and these, have found a more mysterious lyre. I am the way by Alice Meynell. Thou art the way. Hadst thou been nothing but the goal, I cannot say if thou hast ever met my soul. I cannot see, I child of process, if there lies an end for me, full of repose, full of replies. I'll not reproach, or wayward goes, my feet would stir. Access, approach, art thou time, way and wayfarer. In February by Alice Meynell. Rich meanings of a prophet spring at dawn, unseen this colourless sky of folded showers and folded winds, no blossom in the bowers, a poet's face asleep in this grey morn. Now in the midst of the old world forlorn, a mystic child is set in these still hours. I keep this time, even before the flowers are sacred to all the young and the unborn. to all the miles and miles of unsprung wheat, and to the spring waiting beyond the portal, and to the future of my own young art, and among all these things to you, my sweet, my friend, to your calm face and the immortal child tearing all your lifetime in your heart. In Sleep by Alice Meynell. I dreamed, now dream, awake a dream indeed. A wrathful man was talking in the park. Where are the higher powers who know our need and leave us in the dark? There are no higher powers, there's no heart in God, no love, his oratory here. Taking the pauper's and the cripple's part was broken by a tear. And when it seemed that one who did create compassion, who alone invented pity, walked as were called, in at that northeast gate, out from the muttering city. Fretted the little crowd, trod the brown grass, bent over speaker close, saw the tear rise, and saw himself as one looks in a glass in those impassioned eyes. Length of days to the early dead in battle by Alice Meynell. There is no length of days but yours, boys who were children once. Of old the past beset you in your childish ways, with sense of time untold. What have you when forgone? A history, this you had, or memories, these too you had, of your far distant dawn. No further dawn seems his, the old man who shares with you, but has no more, no more. Time's mystery did once for him the most that it can do. He had his infancy, and all his dreams and all his loves with mighty nature, sweet and few, about the dwindling past he can recall of what his childhood knew. He counts not any more his brief, his present years. But oh, he knows how far apart the summers were of yore, how far apart the snows. Therefore be satisfied. Long life is in your treasury or your fall. Yes, and first love, like Dante's. Our bride of every mystical, irrevocable good. You dead, and now about so young to die. Your childhood was their space, their multitude, their dwelt antiquity. Meditation by Alice Meynell. Rorate coeli de super et nubis pluant justum, abriato terra et germinet solvatorum. No sudden thing of glory and fear was the Lord's coming, but the dear slow nature's days followed each other, to form the Saviour for his mother, one of the children of the year. The earth, the rain received the trust, the sun and dews to frame the just. He drew his daily life from weeds, according to his own decrees, who makes man from the fertile dust. Sweet summer and the winter wild, we's brought him forth the undefiled. The happy springs renewed again his daily breed, the growing grain, the food and raiment of a child. My heart shall be thy garden, by Alice Meynell. My heart shall be thy garden. Come, my own, into thy garden. Thine be happy hours, among my fairest thoughts, my tallest flowers, from root to crowning petal, thine alone. Thine is a place from where the seeds are sown, up to the sky enclosed of all its showers. But the birds, who shall build bowers to keep these wine? Our friend, the birds have flown. For as we come and go, and quit or pine, to follow the sweet season, or newcomer, sing one song only from our elder trees. My heart has thoughts, which, though one eyes hold me, flit to the silent world and other summers, with wings that dip beyond the silver seas. November Blue by Alice Meynell. O heavenly color, London town, is blurred from the skies, and hooded in an earthly brown, unheavened the city lies. No longer standard like this hue above the broad road flies, nor does the narrow street the blue with a slender pennon wise. But when the gold and silver lamps color the London dew, and misted by the winter damps the shops shine bright and new, blue comes to earth, it walks the street, it dyes the white air through, a mimic sky about the feet, the throng are crowned with blue. Parted by Alice Meynell. Farewell to one nor silenced quiet, sent out of hearing, out of sight. My friend of friends whom I shall miss, he is not banished, though for wish, nor he nor sadness nor delight. Though I shall walk with him no more, a low voice sounds upon the shore. He must not watch my resting place, but who shall drive a mournful face over the sad winds about my door? I shall not hear his voice complain, but who shall stop the patient rain? His tears must not disturb my heart, but who shall change the years, and part the word for every thought of pain? Although my life is left so dim, the morning crowns the mountain rim. Joy is not gone from summer skies, nor innocence from children's eyes, and all these things are part of him. He is not banished for the showers, yet wake with green warm earth of ours. How can the summer but be sweet? I shall not have him at my feet, and yet my feet are on the flowers. Regrets by Alice Meynell. As when the seaward ebbing tide doth pour out by the low sand spaces, the parting waves slip back to clasp the shore with lingering embraces. So on the tide of life it carries me from where my true heart dwells. Waves of my thoughts and memories turn to me with lasting farewells. Waving of hands, dreams when the day forgets, a care I've lost and cares. The saddest of my verses dim regrets, my name among my prayers. I would but day might come, so waiting for, so patiently besought, when I returning shall find up once more thy desolate fort, and fill thy loneliness that lies apart in still persistent pain. Shall I content thee, over broken heart, as the tide comes again, and brims the little seashore lakes, and sets seaweeds afloat, and fills the silent pools, rivers and rivulets among the inland hills? Song of the Day to the Night, by Alice Meynell. From dawn to dusk, and from dusk to dawn, we two are sundered always, sweet. A few stars shake o'er the rocky lawn, and the cold seashore when we meet. The twilight comes with thy shadowy feet. We are not day and night, my fair, but one. It is an hour of hours, and thoughts that are not otherwhere are thoughts here mid the blown sea flowers, this meeting and this dusk of ours. Delight has taken pain to her heart, and wears dusk and stars for wees. Oh, linger, linger, we would not part, and the wild wind comes from over seas with a new song to the olive trees. And when we meet by the sound piping pine, sleep draws near to his dreamless brother, and when her sweet eyes answer mine, peace nestless close to her mournful mother, and hope and weariness kiss each other. Song of the Night at Daybreak, by Alice Meynell. All my stars forsake me, and the dawn wind shake me. Where shall I betake me? Whither shall I run till the set of sun, till the day be done? To the mountain mine, to the boards of a pine, to the blind man's eye, to a brow that is bowed upon the knee, sick with memories. Song of the Spring to the Summer, by Alice Meynell. O poet of the time to be, my conqueror, I began for thee. Enter into thy poet's pain, and take the riches of the rain, and make the perfect year for me. Thou unto whom my lyre shall fall, whenever thou comest, hear my call. Or keep a promise of my lace, take a sweet parable of my days, I trust to you the aim of all. And if a thoughts unfold for me, know that I too have hints of thee, dim hopes that come across my mind, in rare days of warmer wind, and tons of summer in the sea. And I have set thy paths, I guide thy blossoms on the wild hillside, and I, thy bygone poet, share the flowers that throng thy feet where I led thy feet before I died. Summer in England, 1940, by Alice Meynell. On London fell a clearer light, caressing pencils of the sun defined the distances, the white houses transfigured one by one, were a long unlovely street impearled, or the sky has walked the world. Most happy he, and out of town the hay was prosperous and the wheat. The second harvest climbed the down. Moon after moon was heavenly sweet, stroking the bread within the sheaves, looking twixt apples and the leaves. And while his rose made round the cup, the armies died convulsed. And when this chaste young silver sun went up softly, 1,000 shattered men, one wet corruption, heaped the plain after a league-long throb of pain. Flower following tender flower, and birds and barriers and benignant skies made thrive the serried flocks and herds. Yonder a man shot through the eyes. Love hide thy face from man's unpardonable race. Who said, no man hath greater love on which to die to serve his friend? So these have loved us all unto the end. Chide woe no more, or woe unsacrificed. The soldier dying dies upon a kiss, the very kiss of Christ. The Divine Privilege, by Alice Meynell. Lord, where are thy prerogatives? Why men have more than thou hast kept? The king rewards, remits, forgives, the poet to throne has stepped. And thou despoiled hast given away worship to man, success to strife, the glory to the heavenly day, and made thy Son the Lord of life. Is one too precious to impart, one poverty reserved to Christ, one cherished grappled to that heart, to be alone the sacrificed? O thou who love to redeem, one whom I know lies sore oppressed, or wilt not suffer me to dream that I can bargain for a rest. 7 hours I swiftly sleep, while she measures the leagues of dark. Wake, and that my dewy eyes might be parched by vital for his sake. But O rejected, O in vain, I cannot give, who would not keep, I cannot buy, I cannot gain, I cannot give with half my sleep. The Lady Poverty, by Alice Meynell. The Lady Poverty was fair, but she has lost her looks of late, with change of times and change of air. Her slattern she neglects her air, her gown, her shoes, she keeps no state as once when her pure feet were bare. Or almost worse, if worse can be, she scolds and parlours, dusts and trims, watches and counts. Oh, is this she whom Francis met, whose step was free, who with obedience caroled hymns in Umbria walked with chastity? Where's her ladyhood? Not here, not among modern kinds of men, but in the stony fields, where clear through the thin trees the skies appear, in delicate spare soil and fen, and slender landscape and Austria. The Lord's Prayer, by Alice Meynell. There's a bolder way, where's a wilder enterprise one wis, on human iteration, day by day. Courage, mankind, restore him what is his. Out of his mouth were given these phrases, every place from whence they came. He only knows how inconceivable heaven, our hidden Father, and the unspoken name. Our trespasses, our bread, the will inexorable yet implored, the miracle words that are and are not said, charged with the unknown purpose of our Lord. Forgive, give, lead us not, speak them by him, or man be unaware, speak by that dear tongue, for thou know not what, shuddering through the paradox of prayer. The Modern Mother by Alice Meynell. Oh, what a kiss, the filial passion overcharged its whiz. To this misgiving breast the child runs, as a child never ran to rest upon the light heart and the unoppressed. Unhoped, unsought, a little tenderness, this mother fought the utmost of her meed. She looked for gratitude, content indeed, with thus much that the 9 years love had bought. Now even with less, this mother, giver of life, death, peace, distress, desired are not so much thanks as forgiveness, and the passing touch expected, and the slight, the brief caress. Of filial light, strong in these childish eyes, these new, these bright, intelligible stars, their rays are near the constant earth, guides in the maze, natural, true, keen in this dusk of days. The Poet to Nature by Alice Meynell. I have no secrets from thee, a lyre sublime. My lyre whereof I make my melody. I sing one wail like a west wind through thee, with my whole heart, and hear thy sweet strings chime. But woe with soundness in my tune and rhyme, as tones I wake not in thy land and sea. Loveliness not for me, secrets from me, thoughts for another and another time. And as the west wind passed at the southern altars, his intimate sweet things, his hues of noon, the voices of his waves, sound of his pine. The meanings of his lost heart, this thought falters in my short song, another bard shall tune thee, my one lyre, to other songs than mine. The Treasure by Alice Meynell. 3 times have I beheld fear leap in a babe's face and take his breath, fear like the fear of eld, that now surpriseth life, the name of death. What is it justifies this thing, this dread, this fright that has no tongue, this terror in those eyes, when only eyes can speak, we are so young? Not yet was eyes that wept. What does fear cherish that is locked so well? What fortress is thus kept? Of what is ignorant terror sentinel? And pain in the poor child, monstrously disproportionate and dumb in the poor beast, and wild in the all decorous man, corn overcome? Of what the outpost wees, of what the fighting guardians? What demands that sense of menaces, and when such flying feet, imploring hands? Life is naught else to seek, life only a little prized, but by design of nature prized. How weak, how sad, how brief, oh how divine, divine. The Two Poets by Alice Meynell. Whose is the speech that moves the voices of his lonely beach? Out of a long west did this wild wind come, how strong and silent, and the tree was dumb, and ready and dumb, until the dumb gale struck it on the dark night hill. Two memories, two poets, two promises, two silences, closed in this track, closed in these 1,000 leaves, articulate the sudden overreaches the purpose of a past, separate, apart, embraced at last. Whose is the word? Is it I that spake? Is it thou? Is it I that heard? Mine earth was solitary, yet I found thee. My sky was pathless, but I caught, I bound thee, thou visitant divine. Avow my voice, the word was wine, was wine. The Two Questions by Alice Meynell. A riddling world, one cried. If pangs must be, would God that way was sent to impure the cruel and pass aside the wholly innocent. But I know, no, not the clean heart transpierced, not tears that fall, for child's agony, not a material's woe, not we support. Not the chill motherhood, dutiful, frequent, closed in all distress, not shedding of unfolding blood, not little joy grown less, not all banning old age with dotage mocked, not gallantry that feigns and still pursues, not the vile heritage of sins, disease, and saints, not these defeat the mind, for great is that abjection, and august that irony, submissive we shall find a splendor in that dust. Not these puzzle the will, not these the yet unanswered question urge, not the just stricken, but the hands that kill lopped, but the merited scourge. The sensualist that fast, the merciless failed, the liar in his snares, the cowardice of my judgment sees, aghast, the thale, the chaff, the task. To a Daisy by Alice Meynell. Slight as thou art enough to hide, like all created things, secrets for me, and stand the barrier to eternity. And I, how can I praise thee well and wide? Or where I dwell upon the higher sight, what little wail for so great mystery, when shall I penetrate all things and we, and then look back? For this I must abide, till thou shalt grow and fold and be unfurled, literally between me and the word, when I shall drink from the bell of a spring. From a poet's sight shall read his book, or Daisy mine, what will it be to look from God's sight even of such a simple thing? To a Poet by Alice Meynell. Thou singest through the earth, and the earth while creatures fly we, everywhere thou marest mirth. Dumble they defy we, where something they deny we. Pines by fallen nature ever, for the unfallen nature sweet. But she shuns thy long endeavour, though flows and weed, throng and press thy pausing feet. Thou tame a bird to laugh thee, press thy face to grass and flowers. All these things reserve above thee, secrets in the bowers, secrets in the sun and showers. Sing thy sorrows, sing thy gladness, in thy songs must wind and tree bear the fictions of thy sadness, thy humanity, for the truth is not for we. Wait, and many a secret nest, many a haunted winter store will be hidden on thy breast. Things thou longest for will not fear or shun thee more. Thou shalt immediately lie in the roots of flowers that thrush upwards from thee to sky, with no more distrust, when they blossom from thy dust. Silent neighbours of the rain shall be near thee, reconciled. Little leaves of leaves and grain, all things shy and wild, tell thee secrets, quiet child. Earth set free from thy fairy fancies, and the art thou shalt resign will bring forth a ruined pansies unto more divine thoughts than any thoughts of wine. Not with fear thee, humble creature, where will lie thy mortal burden pressed unto the heart of nature, songless in the garden with a long embrace of pardon. When the truth all creatures tell, and his with whom thou entreatest shall absorb thee, where shall dwell silence, the completest of her poems, last and sweetest. To one poem and a silent time, by Alice Meynell. Who looked for thee, O little song of mine, was winter of a silent poet's heart, is suddenly sweet with thee, but a what thou art, mid winter flower, I would I could divine. Art thou a last one, orphan of a line? Did the dead summer's last warmth foster thee, or a spring folded up unguessed on me, and stirred out of sight, and wove a sign? Or shall I look backwards, or to the morrow, for others of thy fragrant secret child, who knows if last things, or first things claim thee, whether thou be the last smile of my sorrow, or else a joy too sweet, a joy too wild? How my December violet shall I name thee? To the Beloved, by Alice Meynell. Oh, not more supple silence strays amongst the winds, between the voices, mingling alike with pensive lace and with music that rejoices, and thou art present in my days. My silence life returns to thee in all the pauses of a breath. Hush back to rest the melody that out of thee awakeneth, and thou wake ever, wake for ever. Full is life in hidden places, for thou art silence unto me. Full is thought in endless spaces. Full is my life. A silent sea lies round all shores of long embraces. Thou art like silence all unvexed, though wild words part my soul from thee. Thou art like silence unperplexed, a secret and a mystery between one footfall and the next. Most ye pause in a mellow lay, thou art inwoven with every air. With thee the wildest tempests play, and snatches of thee everywhere make little heavens throughout the day. Darkness and solitude shine, for me, for life's far outward part are ripe for silver noises, let them be. It is the very soul of life, listen for we, or pause between the sobs of cares, or thought within all thought that is, trance between laughers unawares, thou art the form of melodies, and thou the ecstasy of prayers. To the Beloved Dead, by Alice Meynell. Beloved, thou art like a tune that idle fingers play on a window pane. The time is where the form of music lingers, whatever sweetest strain, where is thy soul, or lies like the wind and rain? Even as to him who plays that idle air, it seems a melody, for his own soul is full of it, so my fair dead, who dost live in me, and all this lonely soul is full of thee. The song of songs, that music is before unto the outward ear. The spring sings thee inly evermore, thy thoughts with tear on tear. I fail for thee, thou art too sweet, too dear. For silent song, whether voiceless rhyme, is on our pulse to move thee at windy dawn, with a wild heart beating time and falling tears above thee, or music stifled from the ears that love thee. Oh, for a strain of thee from outer air, soul very soul I find, of thee I am mournfully aware, contained in one poor mind, who word and tune and time to every wind. Poor grave, poor lost beloved, but I burn for some more vast to be, and he that played with secret tune may turn and strike it on a lyre triumphantly. I wait some future, all a lyre for we. Unto us a son is given, by Alice Meynell, given not lent and not withdrawn, one sent, this infant of mankind, this one is still the little welcome son. New every year, newborn and newly dear, he comes with tidings and a song, the age is long, Even as the cold, keen winter grows not old, his childhood is so fresh foreseen, and spring in the familiar green. Sudden and sweet come the expected feet, all joy is young and new, all art, and he too whom we have by heart. Via et Veritas in Vita, by Alice Meynell. You never attained to him? if to attain be to abide, when that may be. Endless a way, followed with how much pain, the way was he. West Wind in Winter by Meynell. Another day awakes, and who, changing a world as this, he comes at whiles the winter through west wind. I would not miss his sudden tryst, the long renewed surprises of his kiss. Eagerly and I make haste to close with him who comes my way. I go to meet him as he goes, I know his note, his lay, his colour and his morning rose, and I confess his day. A window waits, at the dawn I hark his call, at morn I meet his haste, around the tossing park and down the softened street. The gentle light is his, the dark, the grey, he turns it sweet. So too do I confess, my poet when he sings, he rushes on my mortal guest. With his immortal things I feel I know him. On I press, he finds me, twixt his wings.